Hi, my name is Albert Michael, and what class is this? I'm keeping that. I don't give. What class is this? Is this computer science? 131. Computer science 116, and no, I ain't doing no sections. I don't care. I did my report on disparity in obesity. The complete overview pretty much is about how obesity affects different situation, so to speak, in three hypotheses. The first hypothesis is more about a geographic location. The second being a socioeconomic situation, and the third is more on classism. Um, the text reads that although it has been well documented that there are regional variations associated with food preference and price among ethnic groups and by region, disparities in retail food environments across neighborhoods are not well understood. However, observational measures of the quality of retail food environments, as characterized by availability, accessibility, and pricing, provide a useful method for comparing food environments between neighborhoods. A selective summary of recent research examining geographic differences in retail food environment using observational measures is shown in the following slides. Um, in the article, they give a bunch of data about different areas in across the U.S. that exhibit what they were talking about as far as the geographical standards and the accessibility on healthier foods. It's pretty straightforward. It's also backed up with percentages and facts. And that also ties into the second hypothesis, which talks about socioeconomic, because the location of where people are also have something to do with their economic status. It reads the association between neighborhood, racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic profile in food availability has been studied extensively within a variety of contexts and utilizing a number of different research techniques. This also is backed up with facts and charts within the article. An example would be the reference they had from Baker in 2006 in St. Louis, Missouri. It said eco design direct observation of food environments, spatial clustering statistics, which is pretty much saying, damn, I gotta do this over, huh? I hope not. No, it's pretty much saying that in the area of St. Louis, Missouri, the different races and variants of economic standards give out different statistics. You know, as far as like the poor can only afford this type of food and the rich can only afford this type of food. The last hypothesis covered what I say it was. The last hypothesis covered economic situations, which affect the accessibility and availability of certain types of food a person can afford. In a nutshell, if you have low income, you can only afford like fast food or like food for less than HEB or whatever. And if your income is substantially higher, uh, you can afford more healthier foods, which affect the rate of obesity in a community or a neighborhood. I think this was a wonderful article. In all, it was backed up very well with graphs and facts and supporting details, along with multiple sources. It's very important this gets talked about because it's an actual thing. Obesity is a thing. Like, I mean, it says it's an epidemic in the article, and I completely agree. So, if we could find different ways, and it talked about developing different ways of decreasing the amount of obesity in lower economic communities. So, it had its good and bads, but for the most part, I think they're pretty effective. So, that's my video.